reflections. So really interesting things are happening. So basically I've been taking Ormus for the past 4 days. It's really interesting. I am totally sold. Like I didn't really have doubts because the people that were talking about Ormus I trusted and I believed, even though I know that I didn't really know them personally, but I did my research. I talked about ordering Ormus, and then all of you guys are like, oh my god, and that was a huge sign that this is something to look into. And you know, I have been kind of playing around with it and doing different dosages. Currently I'm at half a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more. But I gotta say, I am in love with this. It's actually quite awesome. I'm really excited. I've been looking around and seeing if anybody's been paying you know, attention to detail while administering Ormus. And I did come upon Krista Resa's video on how she makes Ormus, and I really want to try her Ormus out next because of all of the love that goes into it. So yeah, I was looking at her channel. She was talking about the sacred geometry that she puts on her glass when she is making the Ormus, and all of the solfeggio beats that she uses when she's making it. And that gave me an idea. I started researching different web pages about glassware and how to restructure the water molecules. So I was looking online. I'm actually ordering some etched glasses with sacred geometry on them. And I decided, well, it's gonna take like 2 weeks to come, and I kind of want to try this out now. So I actually made my own version, which is really cool. It's super easy to do. It's very cheap. You don't even have to buy anything, actually. All you need is a printer, print out some sacred geometry, a marker, some tape, and a jar. And it doesn't have to be one of these mason jars. It could be, you know, a jar that you finished using something out of. But yeah, so what I did was I put some sacred geometry on there, flower of life, and then on the bottom, since I saw a lot of these cups had it as well, I put it right there. So, and I also put the word gratitude on there. I thought that that would help. And then I put my Ormus and my water in here, and I was also looking at the metaphysical properties of rose. So I got some rose water and I put it in there, about a teaspoon with it, and I kind of just let it charge in here. And I experimented, you know, I wanted to see how that would go. And I gotta say, just drinking it out of a regular vessel and drinking it out of this was a huge difference. I mean, like, it was crazy how huge of a difference it made. And I was so shocked because I charged it in this and I waited a little bit and then I took it. And to be honest with you, as soon as I took it, my whole entire body was buzzing. My over here, it was just, my crown chakra was burning and it felt very open. I felt, you know, the energy even like a little bit above my head. My palms were pulsating and energy was coming out of it. My whole entire body was buzzing, and I just went into a trance state as soon as I took the Ormus, and it was so beautiful. I was having these waves of just bliss. And then I remember going to sleep, and in this sleep state, it wasn't very visual, but it was very thought-based. You know, it was, I realized that we're living in a thought world. Obviously, it would be thought-based. And so I had, you know, what I would like to call a spiritual orgasm, because it was like, you know, at the height of your DMT trip when you have to surrender and you have this crazy wave of bliss just engulfing you, and it seems like just too much but so beautiful. That's exactly what I experienced in my sleep. And I remember being conscious and aware of it, and then being conscious of waking up, and then telling myself, oh man, you know, oh man, like I don't want to wake up. I don't want to, you know, come back to this and feel like normal again. So I wake up, I take a little bit more, and of course the whole entire day I was blissed out. Like I was straight up blissed out. I was in so much bliss. I didn't have one negative thought, which was really astonishing, because, you know, how is that possible? It felt like I was on MDMA, and it also felt like this was the natural state of humans. And it was just so amazing, and I feel, wow, crazy bliss, like crazy bliss. And so I've been drinking my water out of that makeshift vessel that I made, and wow, it has, not only has it made me so much more aware, but also just so much more like, oh God, so blissful. Like I've been blissed out, like seriously, for the past 2 days, and I don't think I'm gonna stop taking this. It's so amazing. It is drastically changing my thoughts and my vibrational frequency. Like I didn't get mad at anybody yesterday. Like I was so happy, I was so excited, I was so blissed out. I wanted to call somebody and be like, oh my God, you don't understand. And I was like sharing all this information with my sister and my uncle and my grandmother, because they're all very spiritual people, and I'm a really weird person, and I don't hold back. Everybody knows who I am. Everybody knows my views and what I do, and they're really supportive, and I really love them for that. But yeah, that's my Ormus update. I am still super blissed out. I feel like I'm on MDMA. I have not done any type of drugs, no marijuana, nothing, just water, this Ormus salt solution, and rose water, and geometry, and it's so insane, but it's so amazing. And I'm hopefully, you know, I'm really determined to carry out this same bliss state, because it's so addictive. Like I don't want to feel any other way. And actually, when today I woke up and I had a negative thought, and I just completely pushed it away because it sounded so toxic. I was just like, I will not identify with this, and I will not, you know, and then I went into like that automatic no thought, and then took a little bit more Ormus when I woke up, and, you know, the bliss state continued. So guys, really look into this. I know a lot of my reflections know about this, but I know a lot of them don't. And if you are going through some really, you know, crazy things, then especially with, you know, awakening and, you know, ascension, this is really, really good for that. And it will really stabilize all those negative thoughts and weird feelings. And honestly, this, in my opinion, is a total win. Like, this is awesome. But anyway, I hope you guys are also having bliss and stillness in your life. And, you know, I'm so happy, and I kind of want to keep this vibration going on forever. It's so amazing. I hope you guys are having an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Bye, Reflections.